Hi guys. Okay, so this is part 3 of Flappy Hippo with cloning. And what we did in the last two was we created our player, we created our gliding objects, we coded our player. You can hear my dog barking. Um, Bowie. Okay. Anyway, so what we need to do now is we're going to code those gliding bars. And if you look at the way they work in this game, let's just press the play button here. And you can see the gliding bars. First, it's one costume 3, and then costume 2 pops up. And then I have costume 1 that pops up with the hole in the middle. And it's always random. So you don't know which one's going to pop up. And the way you do that is by using an operator called pick random. So the first thing we need to do is create the clone. And the second thing we need to do is code the clone to do what we want it to do. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. So cloning is just basically taking a rubber stamp and like making a copy of what you have. So what we're going to do first is we are going to, when the green flag is clicked, what we're going to do is, let's see, I'm going to go back to R1. We are going to start the gliding bar in this location. Okay, and we're going to, when green flag clicked, we're going to hide it because we don't want it to appear. Okay, so that's the first thing we're going to do. Let me just zoom in on this code a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. When green flag clicked, hide, and we're also going to set it to go to that location. And the go to is going to be, currently the location is 49. So what I'm going to do actually is make it 0, and you should use 2. So x equals 240. So if you imagine an x and a y axis here, 240 is the maximum and negative 240 is the minimum. So we're going to have it go to that location and hide. And then we're going to click on control and we're going to say create a clone of myself. So it's going to clone itself. Let's see what happens when you look here. Okay, so we don't want to clone the hedgehog. We want to clone the gliding object. And if we look back here, let's just see. Okay, create a clone of myself. I forgot. We're going to wait 5 seconds here because we want to let the game play for a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds, like about 5 seconds. If you want to wait less time, you can do that. And then, so that's just going to create a clone of it. But remember, it's invisible now. So I'm going to continue coding here. And then the next thing we're going to do is build a script that says when I start as a clone. So we're not going to delete the sprite. We're going to just delete the clone. So the sprite will actually still exist. So let's say switch costume, pick random 1 through 5. If you have, let's see, I have 4 costumes. If you have 10 costumes, you're going to pick random 1 through 10. We're going to do looks, switch costume. Now notice it says bar 4. It's asking us to choose which one. We don't want to do that, but this is an oval figure, so we can actually use an operator to help us pick a random costume. And we have options. I didn't have 10 costumes. I had 4 costumes. Okay, switch costume to pick random 1 through 4. And I'm going to show, so I want the clone to appear. And then I want it to glide across the screen toward the hedgehog. So it's at 240x 0y. We're going to glide toward negative 240x with y still at 0. Negative 240. Negative 240 is over here right near the hedgehog. We're going to set the y value to 0. Okay. And then, oh, I don't want to go to. I forgot. Sorry. We're going to do a glide. We don't do random position either. We want to do, there we go. -240, 0. And I'm gonna, if it glided in 1 second, it would take, it would just be really, really fast. It would be hard for your hedgehog to go up or down, like your player to have time to go up or down. So we're just gonna give about 8 seconds. Now keep in mind, we're waiting every 5 seconds, we're gonna clone. A new clone is gonna spawn on the right-hand side of the screen. So if it glides 8 seconds, that means that it's cloning faster than it's gliding. And then, oh, sorry, and then we're going to delete this clone. Okay, so the clone is going to go across the screen. Now, if we didn't delete the clones would just like pile up here in the corner, and we don't want that to happen. So we're going to click save now. Let's test this out. Okay, so we're waiting. It waits 5 seconds. And then the clone. There we go. Yay. Okay, now watch this. So I'm going through the gliding bar. Oh, I forgot to do it forever, right? Where did I put the forever? It's forever wait 5 seconds. So I always want to create new clones, because otherwise we delete that one and then that's it. I only have one clone. Very boring. So let's put a forever around that. If you ever want to clean up your blocks, just like if your blocks get messy and like stacked up on each other like that, you can just do clean up blocks and it'll organize it for you. Okay, I'm gonna click save now again. And then let's try that one more time. I think my gravity is a little strong. And maybe my gliding bars are really slow. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Not very fun. So we can actually make this glide a little bit faster. Let's see what happens here. Is that better? It's going to give me 5 seconds to start. Maybe 5 seconds is too long. That gives me my first obstacle. Oh yeah, that's much better. And I think maybe we want to do 3 seconds. Not. So the shorter the time periods you put here, the faster your game is going to be, and the harder it's going to be. I don't even know if gravity is strong enough here. Yeah. Okay, so notice I just went right through the green bars, and nothing happened because I didn't code that yet. So that's what we're going to do next. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop.